So we're here, folks. We're here fulfilling our destiny, all of us. We're here understanding the role that we have to participate in here on Mother Earth as she goes through her cycle of spinning her stuff she doesn't want off her, that we as human beings have put on her. For every thought pattern, every deed, every action, every energy thought that we have goes into Mother Earth sooner or later. So we are contaminating, not condemning, but contaminating Mother Earth. So what happens to that? She has to get rid of it. Gaia has to move on to the next stage in her development. And how does she do that? She goes through her own changes. We have to go through the changes with her. She's birthing a new Earth. But in the birthing process of every female on this planet, isn't there pain? Isn't there a little bit of anticipation before the great day comes? Is there a natural birth? Is it a forced birth? Do you go to hospital, or do you go to the clinic, or do you have it at home? Or do you have it in the nature? What I'm trying to, not trying to say, but what I am saying is everything, whatever area you choose to have your child is right for you. And this is the same area that Mother Earth is going through now. It's right for her to get rid, to release old energy that we have put on her. So what do we do, folks? We have to change the way we are. Yes, we have to change. There's an old saying floating around the internet, be the change that you want to see. And it's absolutely true. We have to be that change that we want to see in other people. If you want love, just change the word want. If you would require more love in your life, we require you to give more love out. If you want more finance in your life, then maybe help other people in any way you can. For money is only an energy. And what helps with that is the way you feel about the energy. The way you feel about what you're giving out to people, or what you're giving out to yourself. Every time you say a word to somebody, a sentence, is it a throwaway word? Can these words be more like important, more astounding, more loving and caring? Or is it a quick quip where it's a throwaway sentence where no words mean nothing? They don't give anybody any hope, any inspiration, any love, any compassion. The choice is yours. But as we keep on holding on to our beliefs, holding on to the way we think and act within ourselves and other people, and if we don't release, then we're not helping Mother Earth to release her stuff. For it's a hand-in-glove situation. We are part of each other's life. We are a seed. We're a piece of grass. And if you look outside your window now, if you stop your car, if you're driving, or look outside your offices or home, or you can visualize the grass, how many blades of grass are they next to each other? And what do? They always go upwards. They always grow towards the sun. The sun in everybody's life is love. Everything radiates to love. Everything goes towards, pulses as a radiation of love within them. And in that love, people can understand. They know where they are. They feel a oneness. So, in that oneness, there is an opportunity to come together, all of us, as we were meant to be. You know, we've all come here from different planets, different galaxies, to experience Mother Earth. We all dropped from our spiritualness. We all dropped from our ascended master status to a non-ascended master, basically here on Earth. But we are still that ascended master. But unfortunately, folks, we seem to have forgotten it. And now is the time that the Mayan calendar was talking about, that every other prophecy as mentioned. There's no doom and gloom. There's no earthquakes. There's no Hollywood-style disasters. It's about changing everybody's thought pattern. Changing ascension is about consciousness, about raising one's own consciousness and going higher, finer in your vibration, and going deeper within yourself. It's funny, when people call it ascension, it means going higher, but when you look at it, ascension on the other hand means going deep within you. Everything is within. Everything that we wish to find. It's like we are the pirates of the Caribbean, and we're searching for that black pearl, and that black pearl lies deep within us on the ocean bed, and we have to go down within us, within us. I don't know why I keep saying that, but it's very important. Within. Go within, beloveds, for there is where you find that piece of diamond who you are, that piece of coal. For when you find that, everything becomes more illuminated. Everything comes to a standstill of the old way you used to think. For we used to think in this way. We were shown to think. We were told to think. We was encouraged to think in different ways, in this way. And now the higher beings are saying to us, we would like you to feel this way now, because at that time, if we said feel and think, you wouldn't have understood it. So the mind, we was at the stage of the mind then. Now we're at the stage of the heart. So the old energy that we're stepping out of the 3D dimension is the mind dimension, beloveds. And now it's the heart dimension. It's that little pink fluffy thing inside that beats away every second within you. Put your hand on your heart now and feel the beat. If you cannot feel it, put your fingers on your pulses, on your wrist, and feel that pulse. Feel the blood flowing through. This is the energy. And every time you raise your thought vibration, every time you finer your atmosphere, the way you think, you are changing your blood cells. You are purifying your blood, you're purifying your body and your area, your aura. Your total being is being purified by your thought patterns and your feeling about oneself. It is now the holistic feel and think and feel. You could have a dance with this. I'll think and you feel and you feel and you think. Call it the barn dance. Yes, that's a new name, barn dance. As I'm Denis Barnes, of course. So, what is coming through me at the present time is, do you want to be an actor in your life? Do you want to be an extra upon this wonderful stage called life here, called Mother Earth? Or do you want to direct your own show? Do you want to produce your own life? Direct it, be the star player, be the leading lady, or be the leading man? And if you can't make what your mind up, be both of them. We don't mind. So, what do you want to do, beloveds? And we ask this with tongue-in-cheek, for we know that some of you will have some real quirky ideas of what you want to be. But this is fine. This is absolutely fine. There's no set way in how you should feel. There's no set way in how you should think and feel and talk to other people. And all we do today is give you, hopefully, the inspiration to maybe look at your thoughts and feelings and maybe stand back and say, did I just say that? Did I just feel that? Or that was good. Or on the other hand, maybe I should look at the way I think and feel. But it's right. Do not do a downer on yourself. But understand that it's just a process. It's just going to like what you call in your schools, the primary school, where here in England, it's the infant school, it's the preschool. It's a long time since I've been to school, so forgive me if I get it wrong. It's the baby school, it's the preschool, it's the infant school, it's the primary school, then the senior, and then the college and university. And it's the University of Life, where I come from. Yes. So, I've lost my thought pattern now, because I just saw a picture coming in about me at school and I was flipping it. I wonder how I survived my schools I should say. But even then I had an inkling that I wouldn't use what I had been taught at school, for nobody could get on with me. The teachers thought I was a waste of space. Yes, they thought I was terribly a waste of space. Maybe they were right at that particular time, or maybe it was me thinking, I don't need these lessons because they're not going to stand me instead for the future. How foolish to think that at them days. But what I'm trying to say is that where you've been is exactly where you should have been, and thinking the thoughts exactly the thoughts you should have thought to a point. But now you're here, it's like saying we've taken the scaffolding away. We could not introduce you to the next level, the fifth and the fourth and the fifth and the sixth dimension, and so on and so higher, because we had to do it in steps. You cannot ride a horse, you cannot go show jumping and dressage and hunting until you can ride a horse. If you can't ride a horse, you're going to keep falling off. So when you can ride a horse, then you can go and doing dressage and look pretty on your horse, like I used to do, and jump and show jump, because you've got the skills. It's the same in spiritualism, it's the same in spiritual way of thinking, it's the same with giving people knowledge that they would know nothing of 2,000 years ago when the Christ walked on the earth. He taught in a way that people didn't understand, but he talked about knock on the door which will be open, seek and you will find, the truth will set you free, you are what you think if you are. Yes, we talked about thoughts and living things, but now it's the heart, feeling. You see, everything that was said years ago was right at that stage, because you had to have that scaffolding to get to the next level. But now the scaffolding has been taken away, and we're all at that next level. And if all of us sit back, we know in a way that these thoughts, we really shouldn't be having them. These feelings, I can do better than that. So when you sit back and you examine yourself will show you, or your guide will help your higher self to show you. Remember, if you get stuck, just reach out. Just ask your people, for there are thousands of your ancestors around you, and they go back a long way. Okay, let's come back a bit. There's quite a few of your ancestors around you, giving you this feeling of love and inspiration and like excitement for, wow, they wish they were here on this earth as it marches forward. The millennium, they wish they was here. 2012, they wish they were here. What's it going to be like when we do really ascend? Well, folks, we've already ascended. We've already got there. We're not getting there. We've got there. And now the next stage, we get into the next stage. It's like tomorrow. It never comes, because it's the future, and the future never comes. It's the same second repeating itself time and time again. It's the, thank you, they tell it to me now. They say it's the thank you, I will. They just said they've let me just carry on because they've stepped back and thought, he's doing okay on his own, we'll just step back, he doesn't need us. Thank you. They'll come in a minute, hopefully. And then it's like saying, reincarnation of the second. Yes, it's the reincarnation of that second, which means it's coming again. So what do you want to do with it? Do you want to make this second work, this present moment work? Or do you want to be dilly-dallying in your feelings and your thoughts? Do you want to be sending out love to other people? Going within and saying, okay, there is a reservoir of love within me. How do I access it? How do I go deep within me? Well, we tell you folks, dead easy. Close your eyes. Just close your eyes and dream. Not daydream. Wakey, wakey. Can't do it now while you're driving. Hey, you in that Cadillac. Open your eyes, we're going to have a crash. Thank you. Good boy. Right, now you're all awoke. Well, when you close your eyes and you feel yourself going deeper, just imagine the treasure chest. Just imagine the parts of the Caribbean, finding the black pearl deep within you. That is your inner knowledge. And when you open the treasure chest, I should say, ask a question before you open it. Say, I would like this information, please. And visualize yourself opening it and finding the information there. If it's not there, don't worry about it. I'm just trying to set a scene here set of feeling. I'm directing you in your play. You are the star player. You've got to do it. I'm just the extra. And when you look at what is in this treasure chest, bring it out with you. Look at it, examine it, thank it, for it's been there for a long time waiting for you to find it, no matter what it is or what experience it will bring you. Then bring it out of the meditation, bring it into your heart, into your thought patterns, and welcome it, and play with the clay, as one of our people say. Play with the clay. Be excited. For each and every one of you are on a most beautiful path of enlightenment. There are other beings now who is watching your Mother Earth, wanting to be here to play with your clay, but they know that the dimension laws cannot allow them to be here because they would be panic. But they send their vibrational love for you to harvest your thought patterns correctly. They keep showing you in different ways in the crop circles here in England that they are quite precise in their dealings with us. They are quite precise in the way they come through and give us hints that they're there. And we're telling you now, like we've told our partner many times before, we have been to many governments and many civilizations, but they were not ready for us. The heads of the governments turned us away, even though they did not know they've turned us away. They had put rules and conditions in place through their armed forces that we were not to be allowed to penetrate the areas. But we are here. We watch and we wait for the opportunity to serve mankind in all ways and through all people. And if you can imagine it, beloveds, then you can feel it, you can do it, you can be the vessel that you were intended to be. You were all intended to be a vessel for yourself first and foremost, but that vessel has spouts on it. So when you top yourself up with love, which Jesus Christ talked about, be the love. But do not be unconditional love for other people first until you love yourself first and foremost. And then, beloveds, then you can give it out to other people. Love thyself first and foremost, and then give it out to other people. And if they do not accept it, walk away. You'll find somebody else to talk, to love, and to administer to in the words. Some people are not ready for it. Like governments were not ready for our intervention. We have been to different areas. We support different energy fields, different symposiums who talk about us. We give them their energy. We give them the love, the knowledge. For there are many people yet to come on your earth plane who you may call the crystal, the indigo children, the psychic children. They will come now with more knowledge than what you call your elders, more knowledge from who we speak through now. Because they have been primed, they have gone to the school in the sky, in your heavens, in our sky, and learnt and been taught, and by their choice they've elected to come back into what you call your physical body and to experience giving the love to those who will listen. They are all about you. Yes, some of them don't know their own mind yet. They do not know why they fall out with themselves and why they get depressed, but it is like having a sleeper who suddenly starts to wake up and they realise their path. They realise their ambition. They realise the love and the knowledge that they've got within themselves. But not at first. But when they do, They are a wonderful person to behold. And with that, we'll see what the quick messages are. Oh, we've got Mike from West Virginia. We'll get to Mike in a minute. Let me just see. California, hi Dennis, feeling the energy, thank you very much. Diane, I'll get to that in a minute. Diane, Cindy, 3 Cindys, 2 messages are the same. Okay, Mike from California has just gone off there now, so obviously we can't go to Mike. So I tell you what we do, I'm just looking at my, for those who may be watching this later on YouTube or on my website, you can see what I'm doing. I'm looking at my computer now and trying to find out who wants to talk. And okay, Wiki, I think it's Wiki, W-I-K-I from California. Great advice, feeling the lovely energy. Does the council have any messages for me? That's one from Wiki and one from Diane, Atlanta, saying the same things. Oh, we go to Diane first because she's been there for quite a long time. Was the wisdom from in the new year? Yeah, okay. Diane, you talk about releasing the old wounds. The old wounds, yes, is your karmic conditions to release. And one of the conditions you have to release is not thinking about yourself first and foremost. Taking other people's thought patterns on board you and giving them the power over you. So it's about now, this is not only you, Diane, but lots of people. It's taking your own power back, standing in the power that you truly are powerful. And for you personally, Diane, do not bother yourself about what other people think about you, for it's none of your business. And when you think about that, well, it's like saying, I'm not bothered about them. It's none of my business what they think. It gives you a different sense of belief within yourself, like saying, does it really bother what the people think about me? No, it doesn't. So then you kind of straighten your back and turn towards the sun, and you see the light, the brightness within you. A new energy comes about you. And this is one of the experiences of shredding the old Diane and welcoming the new Diane, the new energy. For this lady walks towards you now. This lady is one of your guides, one of your helpers, but she's from an Egyptian tribe, but she brings you water. She brings you an old vase of water that these Egyptian ladies used to carry on their head, massive. But this is water of knowledge, she's telling me, so she's giving it to you now to drink. And in a way, they're like kind of bathing your feet as well, because you've walked a long way with your thought patterns. You've come a long way in your life. So your feet are tired, but not tired in physically, but symbolically. You've come a long way, and it's time for a rest. It's time to refresh yourself. Your feet, if you've got no feet, you can't walk. So physically and spiritually, you have to walk. Your feet have to move. So symbolically, you're resting. Your feet are recharging. And as then this lady cleans your feet with the water, she's recharged. This is a guide. This is a lady guide that is there to help you to the next stage. And your next stage is self-belief of you, and then releasing the old garbage, the old crud, the old poo-poo. It doesn't belong there anymore. And as you let go, you will have a new lease of life, a brighter lease of life. You see the light in other people's eyes. You feel the love in their words coming to you and activating your heart center. This is one of the experiences that you can look forward to. I hope you understood that. I enjoyed giving that message. Thank you for allowing me. And that was from Diane from Atlanta. And let's see if we've got any more messages. No, we haven't got any more messages. And that was Requiem. That was from my friend Gail in Queens in New York. I hope you're listening. If not, then you've missed your favourite record. So, I'm quick looking at the messages, and Cindy is asking, can you please tell me what my life purpose is? Well, Cindy, your life purpose is to be happy. It's only the mind that complicates it, thinking, what do I need to do? All you have to do is just be happy in what you're doing. I know that sounds oversimplified, but that's all it is. The mind really complicates a lot of things. If you follow your heart will give you a good direction in showing you what your life purpose is. And this applies for not just you, Cindy, but for everybody. And for me as well. Sometimes I look at my life and think,
Are you there, Dennis?
yeah. Oh, sorry folks, I forgot to unmute.
Okay, well, we heard nothing for about a minute. Finally, I put up a note, and then I picked up because you weren't seeing it. So, all right, I've got Home Terra playing. I'll click it over and just come in.
Okay.
Go on, because nobody heard a word after the last tune ended. Here you go.
Well folks, I do apologise. I seem to have a technical difficulty here, and my engineer had to get hold of me quite quickly and saying we can't hear you. There was a technical blurb here at my end, so once again I do apologise. I was talking about Cindy. Cindy had asked a message, can you please tell me what my life purpose is? And we was replying to that quite well actually, until our engineer said, hey, we can't hear you all the way from England. Well, what do you expect? It's a long way. Anyway, the life message is, Cindy, just to be happy. And this is it. I know it's quite simplified, but it's the mind that it's the mind that will tell you and show you that they shouldn't simplify things. It should be something more complicated than just being happy. And the answer is no, there's not. We complicate things, our mind gets in the way. But if we tune into our heart, if we understand ourselves and let the heart show us, everything becomes uncomplicated. We become happy with ourselves. We are at the right place at the right time to meet the right person. Doesn't matter, we could be in different countries and the person will pop up. That person will pop in your life and you'll pop up in their life, and it could be, wow, hallelujah time. But the heart will give you an understanding. It will show you which way to follow. So, Cindy, that message for you. You're here to follow your life purpose, to be happy in every shape or form, and follow that dream in any way you can. And that only doesn't apply for you, Cindy, it applies for everybody. It applies for me as well. You know, am I doing right by doing the radio show? Yes, because my heart says do the radio show. What if people don't understand me? Doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter what they think, it's what you feel, Dennis. This is what my people keep telling to me. It's all about feelings. It's actually living your truth and proving it as you live it, as you walk and you talk to people. See the good, talk about the good, don't get stuck in the drama, listen to their drama, because you're just adding to it and sooner or later it could pull you down. So what I say here, folks, as well, see we've got another 2 minutes remaining, or 5 minutes, but then we've got to do a little bit of advertising for me, of course, is that when you listen to someone's drama, sometimes you get pulled into it and then you're thinking about your own drama. And sometimes it's better to walk away from people, to give them an experience of you walking away with, give them an opportunity to look into themselves thinking, why are these people not listening to me? And then they might go and think, well, I'm moaning too much, or they're moaning too much. They're being what you may call negative in your earthly conditions, but everything is just a vibration. So you're giving them an opportunity to look at their vibration and to better it. Go higher, go finer, a finer vibration, a more in tune vibration. So, Cindy, that was our message to you. Hope you're okay with that. So, your other two messages about your love life, we don't want to go there, be honest with you, because love lives can change and your partner can change. So, that's it, folks. That's the in quick messages. Well, I hope you've liked the show, and whatever comes your way this week, remember, it's meant to come your way. You attract experiences, obstacles, people, opportunities in your life. You attract them to you because of your vibration. If you didn't vibrate to it, you wouldn't attract it. So if you want to attract more love in your life, you have to be that love yourself. You have to be the vibration of love, for it will attract itself to itself. This is what it's all about, beloveds. Be who you are supposed to be. Love, compassion, truth to yourself first and foremost, and then to others. We watch in your outer layers. We see the lights upon your earth. We see the countries, the villages, the town that have light. We see every thought pattern, and every thought pattern has a colour, a vibration. Beloveds, we send you our love, our wisdom, and a heartfelt thanks for allowing us to be with you today. And until next week, we are the Council of 12 and the Galactic 7 in cooperation. Namaste.